This is Inclusive Bytes, a not-for-profit tech hub I volunteer at a couple of days a week. And this is their Christmas tree. It's got a load of Neopixels on there and it looks pretty funky, but we were thinking maybe we could make it a little bit more interesting. So what we thought we might do is add some QR codes on the shop window that people could scan and change the lighting effects on the Christmas lights. I chose to use an ESP-C3 Super Mini for this project. It's powerful, it's small and it's cheap at about £4 a unit. It also has this small Wi-Fi antenna built onto the board, although this is going to cause problems later on. So the next thing to do is create a schematic. I used Design Spot for all my PCB and schematic work, and I made sure to add ports on here for both 12 volt and 5 volt supplies, so I can use either one or the other depending upon the type of Neopixels that we're driving. Then it was straight into a PCB design, and then straight onto the CNC router for milling and drilling. During the CNC process, I stick the boards down with some double-sided tape, so after they're ready, a bit of hot air and they come off really easily. A bit of cleaning up on the edges, and it turned out really well. And then it was time to populate the PCB. This is actually a double-sided PCB, but I'm using tinned copper wire on the top layer and fitting this by hand because it's just a lot easier than wiring up the CNC to do double-sided for a simple board like this. There's also some surface mount components on there. They're only 0508, so at least I can see them and put them in by hand. And I'm using some 5.08mm screw terminals. Neopixels sometimes come with some really oddball connectors that I never have any of, so these screw terminals allow me to wire it up really easy with just a screwdriver and not having to worry about crimping anything. During testing I found that the Wi-Fi range was absolutely terrible, and by adding this wire I increased the signal strength by about 20 dB. There were some other solutions online involving short pieces of wire with loops on them, but I just couldn't get them to work at all. This seemed to work fine for me. So we have several lights in the shop window, and each one is controlled by its own ESP32. They all subscribe to the same MQTT topic, and when you scan the QR code, it loads a web page which runs some JavaScript which sends a message to the MQTT broker, which sends it down to all the ESP32, so all the effects run at the same time on all the lights. It's pretty cool, it's simple, but it shows a bit of tech off, and that's what we wanted to do. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas everybody.